All righty. First of all, namaste, namaste, family of light. Thank you for everybody for being here. We are now open at the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light here in Sarasota, Florida. We are following, of course, protocols to keep everybody safe. We do have a spiritual immunity, but like in all things, you have your spiritual immunity and you have your common sense. So they go hand in hand. Um, Actually, I was, first of all, want to invite everybody. Many people see this later after this broadcast. We do the anchoring light meditation, which has been happening every single Monday without fail for over 14 years. Every Monday, without fail, for 14 years. And it's a directive that came from the higher realms of light. We are pinpoint of light. We reach out to our family of light, all of those that want to see a better world, that sense that, hey, something's not quite right on the planet. What's wrong here? And I feel it has potential to be better. And that is your family of light saying, like, I'm not so comfortable with what I'm looking at. I want to see things get better. So that would be a very simple description of people that truly earnestly pains their heart when they see things happening that is injustices or things like that, and they want to have a better balanced world. So we do this every single Monday without fail. It's at 6:45 Eastern Standard Time. We do usually our chat, and then we usually start our meditation about 7:05, roughly around that time. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to have starting up a little late because we had a little technical issues going on. I want to talk about the power of intention. Now, I want to talk about this a little bit differently because most of us know about the power of intention. You intend something, and say, for example, I intend to, I don't know, be successful. I intend. My intention is that I want to reach a certain goal or reach my goals. Those are the intentions that we're familiar with. But intention really is the motivation that makes you want to do something. And sometimes these intentions can be subconscious as well as conscious. What I want to talk about is the deeper intentions. And as you walk your path of mastery, this is where you start to question yourself. As you walk your path of mastery, whatever it is that you decide to do or you intend to do, you want to ask yourself, is this coming from a pure place? Is my intention rooted, okay, in the loftiest of intentions? Because there are those parts of us, okay, that maybe not as ascended, not as high, we don't really realize it, and they have those lower vibrations. This is the proverbial, balance between the polarities of the so-called good and evil, or whatever the names you want to put towards it. But it's like the lower animal body, its passions, okay, versus the higher body, the aspirations. Okay, so the passions may be where you do have frequencies of, say, jealousy, for example, or envy, or those lower vibrations, or this sense of I gotta be competitive, or I have to really look good, or it's those energies that can be intentional. Say, I'm intending to do this, but why am I intending to do this? Where is the root cause from wanting to do it? Is it more superficial, that, it's important for me to project a certain image? Is it important for me that, I really kind of feel a bit envious, or I want to hit back, or there's some tinge of stuff that's over there? Mastery, and everybody has it. Think of yourself as a little kid growing up. All these emotions are real. We're all integrated with it. But as we are walking our path of mastery now requires us to look deeper, okay, as to what our intentions are. Look deeper into it. I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling irritated. Why am I feeling that way? What is the real reason I'm feeling that way? And so, intention, okay, I would want to say, is going to be, should come from this pure field of kindness, really of unconditional love and all of the attributes of unconditional love, which is supportive, it's kind, that sort of thing, versus some deeper levels of ourself that we're totally unconscious with. It's a program that we've had, perhaps from childhood or from past lives. That somebody comes up and this sense of competition has to come in right away. You don't even realize it. Like, I got to compete with this person. I don't even know who the person is, but I have this sense of, and this is why I'm doing this. That's the intention, not rooted in, it's rooted in competition as opposed to maybe collaboration. See what I'm saying? It's very subtle. But as you walk this path of mastery, it becomes self-evident. And it requires you to really get into the deeper levels of yourself. Okay. And then as you practice it and you stop yourself and say, okay, why am I feeling this way? Or what is my motivation for doing this? Is it coming from a positive, loving space? Or is it some other part of me I'm not even conscious of, okay, that's on automatic that wants to respond or intend a certain way? So that's all I really wanted to say about as we walk our spiritual path. We are to fine tune ourselves. We're to fine tune ourselves. And as we do that, that is our path to enlightenment. That's our path to breaking the bounds or that bind us, to be able to move into our own individual as well as collective ascension. So when we go out there, just remember that whatever your intention is, and for most people who are here, the intentions are very positive and they're loving and they're caring and they're supportive. That goes without saying. But also, as we dig to deeper levels, just like, for example, people said, oh, I've forgiven everything. I've forgiven everybody. And then you hit a spot and say, oops, maybe not as much. There's a new layer. Like, I didn't even know this existed. Okay, which is wonderful. So it's like layer after layer after, and you reach some spots, which is good because they've been blinded. You're like, look at that, look at me. I do have jealousy with this situation over here. Or I still hold resentment for that. And that was my motivation for doing that or making that call or whatever it is. And then when we become aware of it, we can then address it. We can bless it, release it, heal it, and then it's no longer part of our field. It's no longer part of our field. So I want to say to everybody, namaste. We will see you next week. Let's be conscious beings, not unconscious beings, and let's get better at doing it each and every day. Namaste to our family of light on Facebook Live. See you again.